Alright, so if you are solo traveling and you're new to this, there are a couple of things that you would think, I would think, most people would think, like this is some simple shit to do. But when you in a moment, and sometimes when you in a rush, and sometimes when things is stinging, and you ain't got no control of them things, you know, you want to make sure that your shit is together. And my shit was not together. So it was a disaster. Nothing went left, but shit also wasn't going right. Okay, and I'm gonna explain that to you today. Alright. What's up, playa? You back? I knew you was a real one. I knew it. If you not yet though, I'm your girl daljiimarax. Welcome to your new favorite traveling channel, boo. Yep, I already said it. I already made a decision for you, okay? Over here, we somewhere between budget and luxury, okay? Basically, what I do is I gracefully wander the world solo, learning languages and staying in some fly-ass places. That's what we do over here. If that sounds like something you into, come on, hit that subscribe button. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. All right. So, I went on my first travel trip, my first solo travel trip. And you know, I go a lot of places solo in Atlanta. I do a lot of activities. I do a lot of, you know, eateries. I like to be by myself. But now this year, this time around, I'm 25 now, okay? 25 for a week now. And I'm doing things solo. I'm not waiting on nobody. I'm not who got time off. Everybody put their money in. I ain't doing none of that. I'm going everywhere by myself. I ain't asking nobody. I ain't even expecting from nobody, okay? We're not doing none of that. Here's some dumbass things that you don't want to do when you are solo traveling. When you are solo traveling and you are a vlogger, or when you just traveling in period. This is some dumb shit you don't want to do. And let's get into it. Numero uno. This is a no-brainer, but be organized. When I say I was unorganized, I mean there was no strategy to the movement. And by unorganized, I mostly mean the airport situation. Have your shit together. Have in your carry-on a pocket for your phone, pocket for your boarding pass, pocket for your ID, pocket for your passport. Like, have designated pockets for specific items, so you're not like, oh my god, did I forget such and such? No, you didn't forget it. It's just in a deep ass pocket that you ain't plan to put it in there, and you took it out and then you put it in there, and then you took it out again, then you put it in another pocket. So that type of panic is unnecessary if you have designated pockets for that. Have one pocket that you always put your phone in. Because at the end of my trip, sorry, I'm fast forwarding too fast, but at the end of my trip, I was looking for my AirPods and I almost had a panic attack because I thought I put my AirPods in my check bag. And I'm like, I know damn well I'm not about to be on no flight with no earphones. We not doing that. That's not happening. If I gotta go to the goddamn kiosk and drop $200 on some headphones, I'm doing that. But what we not gonna do is we not gonna not have no headphones. That's what we not gonna do. Okay? That's not cute. That's not cute, honey. The ghetto. I could not do that. I could not do no shit like that. But what had happened was I had shoved it, I threw them bitches in my bag somewhere, so I had to unpack my whole bag, found them, panic attack gone, cured, on my way. Had I had a designated space that I put shit like that, okay, headphones, AirPods go in this pocket at all given times. Panic would have been not existent. So when I say be organized, have designated pockets for the things that you will need to grab regularly. Your phone, your ID, your debit cards, your goddamn, I don't fucking know, your damn wipes, hand sanitizer. Have designated pockets. This go in this side, this go in this pouch, this go in this slit. Do it like that. Do not just be throwing shit in your, don't scan your shit, put it in your bag, and then you need it again, and then you're like, god damn, I can't figure it out. Motherfuckers in line behind you like, come on, like, what you doing? Don't do that. So have designated pockets for your shit. You would think that that would be smart. But when you're not really thinking about nothing like that, you're like, okay, I got everything with me. That's all that matters. Like, because that's not all that matters. You need to have that easily accessible. You might have it, but if it's not accessible, then you dig into your shit, you taking shit out. Now you got to figure out how to put it back in. Then you got to take it out. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Two, would let me also to be unorganized is the wrong type of carry-on, because I'm the type of person who has, you know, all of their needs, their phone, their wallet, and I have my iPad and my laptop, because I'm not putting that in no check bag. That's fucking weird. I also had a neck pillow in there. I also had a foot sling in there so that I could put my feet up on the plane. I also had my hard drive, because I'm a vlogger. I got more things than most people. I got more items than most people have in their carry-on. So I needed a different type of carry-on. My carry-on was not giving what it was supposed to give, which led to me not even be able to close it. It had to stay open because I had so much shit in it. And it led to it being very unorganized in that fashion, because none of the pockets were as easily accessible because it was so stuffed, because it wasn't big enough for all the things that I had. So make sure when you are purchasing like carry-ons, what are things you mostly take with you on a plane? If you are not a laptop type of person, you may not need a big ass carry-on. If you are not a neck pillow type of person, you may just have a neck. I didn't have the neck pillow that you just put around. I have a different type of neck pillow. You may not need a certain type of bag. Like when you purchase a carry-on bag, when you have think about the things that you'd like to have with you. Don't just think, oh, this is cute, or this just got a lot of pockets. Because it might have a lot of pockets, but those pockets might not work for how you need your carry-on to work. Like, think of function over aesthetics. Think of like, okay, I need it to do all of this, and then what's cute, what's aesthetically pleasing, what's in my price range that fits that. Don't think of it the other way around, okay? Think of it that way. So my little tote bag with all these pockets, it wasn't giving what it's supposed to give. You know, shout out to TJ Maxx, but y'all wasn't hitting it for me. Y'all, maybe for a person who just travels, but a travel vlogger, it wasn't working. It wasn't giving. It wasn't giving. Now, I went to the Virgin Islands, and it's a U.S. territory, so obviously they accept U.S. debit cards and credit cards and cash. But I don't know why it didn't click in my head that even with that, most people are going to prefer cash. So it's like when I'm out purchasing things on the side of the road, and when I'm going tours, or I'm just purchasing little shit, like, yeah, they may accept it, but some of them are like, nah, I want cash. I don't want no debit card, because I gotta wait for it to hit my account, that I gotta transfer the check to the same, I gotta do all that. Make sure you plan ahead. Like, places might accept certain things in this city, in this country, but there's always going to be a preferred method of payment. And usually in these poor places around the world, it's always going to be cash. Cash is always going to be king. So I found myself like wanting to go somewhere and buy something, but then they're like, oh, we want cash. And then now I got to find the ATM. And then I go to the ATM and I get out cash, but then I feel like, you know, then I end up not even getting enough cash. So then I got to go back to the ATM and get more and pay a goddamn fee. And it's like, you don't want to go out there and just have a whole bunch of cash lying around with you. You don't know who watching you. You don't know, you might fuck around, drop something, cash flying out. Like, you don't want to carry too much cash around you. So having that understanding that, yeah, they accept U.S. debit cards, but have some cash with you. Have some cash with you on you. Have some back at the hotel just in case you need to go grab some. But don't be that person that's going back and forth to the ATM paying all them goddamn fees and just being dumb. Don't be that person. So do your research. Just because they accept, you know, a certain method of payment, what do the people that live there prefer? And then it's also, like I said, it's going based off of your activities. Some things you got to pay online. Some things you can, you know, pay there. Some things you need cash. Some things is coins. Who knows? But don't think just because, oh, they accept, you know, Visa, MasterCard, then I could just bring my card. They might be like, we don't fuck with that. Because actually, it's going to take 17 days for that even to deposit my bank account. And my rent due today. Okay? We ain't doing all that. All right? Next. Budgeting. My dumb ass just assumed that this little island was going to be inexpensive. You know, people who travel all the time aren't rich. They're not Jeff Bezos. So, and you know, the Virgin Islands is a very common place that people travel. Boy, was I wronged. This place was super expensive, mainly due to everything being imported. Like, it's cheaper in Atlanta, a major city in the expensive ass United States, than it was there. Snacks was ridiculous expensive. Like a pack of Oreos, that's $8. It's $2.99 in America, but it's $8 over there. Like never in my entire life have I ever seen that going out to eat is cheaper than fucking going to the grocery store. Because usually when people want to budget and save money on a vacation, they stay in a place with a stove and an oven, microwave, and just go buy groceries and then bring it back to their hotel. Baby, no ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am. This is one of those places that I would plan ahead before I go. Like I'm a person who likes I like my plans to be a little loose, you know, and then I'll kind of pivot when I get there. Baby, have a set budget for every single day. Research them restaurants, look at the menus, watch other vlogs, watch reviews, get your ass on TripAdvisor, Yelp, all that shit. The Virgin Islands is expensive. So in addition to me just not wanting to do a lot and I wanted to have a relaxing vacation, I had no other choice because the shit was expensive. Like, baby, when I went to, I'm thinking it's gonna be like Puerto Rico, baby. When I went to Puerto Rico, baby, you can go to Puerto Rico with $200 and have the time of your life. You don't even gotta check your goddamn bank account. You can just swipe, because that bitch is cheap. Baby, the Virgin Islands said, no ma'am. This ain't for the brokies. This ain't for the brokies, boo. We don't know how y'all do it over y'all's place, but over here, we don't play that. Get your money up before you come over here. That's basically what the Virgin Islands was saying to me. Step your money up or take your ass over there, okay? Keep your ass where you at. Stay your ass where you at or step your money game up. That's what they said to me, okay? And I was sad about that. So even if I wanted to do more adventures, it wasn't gonna happen. It wasn't gonna happen. No ma'am. Exactly. Next. Lastly, don't be a dumb bitch like me. On your last day, eat well before you head to the airport. Cause it's like everybody knows that airport food is expensive, but baby, when you starving, you just gonna have to swipe that card. You gonna have to pull up that 20. You gonna have to dig in your change purse. But that hurts because ain't no worse feeling than being hungry at the airport. Especially when you still waiting on your flight, especially when it's like you got a little bit more time to kill. Being hungry at the airport ain't cute. And it's like, I swiped my card and it hurts and I felt that in my chest, but baby, I was hungry. So I know this now and moving forward. My ass will be eating until I have to unzip my goddamn pants before I head to the airport. If I gotta be on that toilet for 20 minutes before the flight leaves, that's what I'm gonna have to do. But what I'm not gonna do, what we not gonna do is we're not gonna eat at the airport unless we have a designated budget set for the airport. Okay, if it's different, if you're like, okay, I'm gonna wait till I get to the airport to eat, but I'm gonna put like $50 to the side for the airport food. Cause that's reasonable. But when you in a spur of the moment, you hungry as fuck, you walking around all these different restaurants, especially if you're in a busy restaurant. Like I went to the Orlando restaurant, the Orlando airport getting there, and the Fort Lauderdale one back. So there was plenty of places to eat, but they was taxing, and I'm like, hold on. Like I know everybody knows airport food is expensive, but when you're looking at the prices and your stomach touching your back, it's a different type of way to goddamn it. Cause when you're not hungry, it's easy to be like, bitch, who paid for that? But when you gotta eat, it's like, hold up, wait a minute. Can you just take that off? And I'll just get this. Can we do that? Can we work like that? No. So have you either a separate budget? Okay, this is my budget for the vacation. This is my budget for the goddamn airport food. Do that, okay? Because if not, you're gonna be sitting there drinking water from the water fountain, the warm ass water fountain. That's what you're gonna be doing. Okay, so yeah, that basically concludes all of my mistakes. Like I said, nothing went left, but shit also wasn't going right, and nothing went terrible. But you know, it worked. It gave what it was supposed to give, and I'm happy about the results of my vacation. My vacation didn't go to work, but it's like it was unnecessary stress and uncertainty that could have been avoided had I planned better, had I done more research, and had I just, you know, took my time with packing, took my time with the whole process in general was a bit rushed because it was last minute and it just wasn't. But now I know moving forward, baby, we get a new carry-on. We put phones and devices and IDs in certain pockets. We having a budget for the airport food. We having a budget for the trip. And we gonna figure out how these people want to be paid when I come on to this land. Cause I ain't fit to be going to the ATM 50,000 times paying $6 to $7 on them goddamn ATMs. Baby, that's a whole 4 for 4. Y'all tripping now. Y'all tripping. But anyway, I hope this was, you know, educational for y'all that's out here in the world that's trying to goddamn travel. Don't make these mistakes. Cause like, these are little things that add a lot of stress. Like, not knowing where your passport is when it's time for you to show your passport, that's unnecessary anxiety. Like, oh my God, people behind me, the goddamn TSA motherfucker looking at me like, bitch, come on, like my lunch ship is even, like, that's unnecessary stress on some little shit. So the little things, don't just think about the big shit. Don't just think about forgetting your ID. Know where your ID at while you got it. Don't just know it's in the bag. Know exactly where in the bag it's at, okay? No shit like that. So yeah. Anyways, go ahead and watch my St. Thomas vlog because there's multiple videos that I did on St. Thomas, and y'all can get y'all's own interpretation of the islands and see my views on it. Okay? Alright? Yeah, so you ain't got nothing else to do, so I think y'all should just watch the playlist of all my St. Thomas vlogs because what else y'all got to do? Nothing.